Checklist item number 2. Educate your child and the other people in your life about your child's food allergies. This is a very important one. Please talk freely and openly to your child about their food allergies. This is something that they're going to be living with for the rest of their lives, unless they outgrow it. Talk to your allergist about whether or not there's the potential for your child to outgrow their food allergies. But the point that I'm trying to make is that since it's something they're going to be living with for the rest of their lives, start preparing them for how to take care of themselves in an age-appropriate way, of course. Now, one of the things that we've all seen in the news is children accidentally being exposed to the thing that they're allergic to. We hear about it all the time. It makes headlines. One thing that I found really interesting is that many of those children are slightly older children. It's really interesting. If you really pay attention to the headlines, you might also notice that these are middle school and high school age kids, most of the ones that are making these headlines about having a tragic result related to their food allergies. Now, why might that be? Well, we really don't have any idea why, but I wonder if we start to educate our food allergic children about their allergies and how to take care of themselves when they are tiny, might they possibly be better at handling their food allergies and managing their lives as they get older and they're separated from us, they're away from us at school or with friends or eventually at college? So I think we need to think about these things and don't shelter them or shield them from this important information. They need to know about it so that they can keep themselves safe. Okay, so it needs to be done in an age-appropriate way, of course. So when our daughter was really young, we used it as a way to teach her about reading. In fact, one of the first words that she could read was peanut. And that's because every time we were in the grocery store, we would talk about, that's safe for you, that's not safe for you, that's safe for you, that's not safe for you. And then I would show her on the label. Okay, so here's how we know. And even a child who's 3, could get a big kick out of something like this, even though they can't really read the words. It still could be a way to just raise that awareness with your child so that they know what they're going to have to be doing to keep themselves safe. Okay, now, educate the other people in your life. So we're talking about immediate family, extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and babysitters, teachers, camp counselors, friends, and the parents of your children's friends. Now, it's important to make sure that everyone in your life is aware that your child has got a food allergy. If they don't know, then it's impossible for them to step in and help in the event of an emergency. So you've got a new duty as a parent, as if you needed another thing to do as a parent. Now this is part of your life too. So you have to make sure that you are letting everybody know that this is an issue with your child. We don't want to burden you with this, but it's just something we have to let you know so that you can look out for, any symptoms that might be out of the ordinary and things like that. And symptoms we'll get to in the next checklist item. Now, if you're leaving your child in the care of someone else, such as at a play date or with a babysitter, or the grandparents are coming over and staying for the night so that you can go out, you need to teach them how to use the EpiPen. Just demonstrate it for them with the trainer that came with your EpiPen and talk to them about what they need to look for as possible symptoms of an allergic reaction. School is another big area where you need to inform the school of your child's food allergies. Now, unless you homeschool, there's a big chunk of the day when your food allergic child is going to be separated from you. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this checklist item, the older they get, the more time clearly they're going to be spending away from you. Now, with the school, if your doctor has prescribed an EpiPen, you want to make sure that you have provided an EpiPen to the school, make sure that they're storing it correctly, and make sure that they know how to use it. Something interesting that you might consider doing with your child's teacher is demonstrating for them using one of your expired EpiPens. You can take an orange into the classroom, set up a time that's convenient for the teacher, of course. Take an orange and an expired EpiPen and actually demonstrate for them with the real medicine how it works. And we'll do that for you in one of our later checklist items as well. Now, there's one other really important area that we need to cover about school and the times when your child is spending time away from you, such as a play date. Please send them with their own food. Don't take a risk with food at either someone else's house or food at the school. And teach your child that they need to eat what you packed for them. And have them teach their friends, I'm sorry, I can't share food with you. I need to eat my own food because of my food allergies. And have them say it in a really casual way, not a defensive way, just, kind of casually, I'll have my own food, thanks so much. Now, the other thing that we wanted to mention to you with regard to food is something that makes most parents of food allergic children makes their skin crawl, and that is the class party and birthdays being celebrated in the classroom. This can be a time of great stress for the parents of a food allergic child. Believe us, we understand something about this. Now, we have found that the best way to get around the dangers that can come with food being served at a class party is to either send your child with their own food that they can enjoy while the class is enjoying the class's food, or get involved. Yes, get involved. You can just ask if you can take on the role of food consultant for the class parties, and then you can be in charge bringing in the food, and you and your child will both know that all of the food that is present in the classroom is safe for your child to eat as well. So that probably just about wraps us up for our checklist item number 2. And again, as you'll notice, there's kind of a theme running through here, and it's educating yourself and educating your child and other people. You do that through open communication. Thank you.